Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. So let's go straight to our daily analysis. It's Wednesday. So let's see what's really happening in the market, guys. Let's see what's really happening in the world of the market. There is nothing much on the economic news. It's just so many stuff, but they are not really that important to a point where we're gonna see some serious moves. I see only here around half past three today. I see GDP quarter over quarter. Thursday we have few GDP from Canada and also PCE. I've been repeating this. Also unemployment claims. On Friday we have unemployment claims and Powell is going to be speaking. We also have PMI. So not really that aggressive. We don't really have some serious, something scary on the economic news. So yeah, let's push to the analysis and see what's really happening So let's see. Okay, we were eating actually on your USD CAD. You can see that since the dollar is losing some strength, we started to see other currency pairs gaining some momentum. Here it's USD Canada. So we had a very nice sell. You can see that the market is been pushing lower, but we have some reversals along the way. But at the end of the day, yes, that was actually what we wanted. We wanted the market to push lower. So let's go on our normal analysis. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. So what's really happening? What's really happening on DXY? Let's go on. Is this 4 hours? Okay, it's 1 hour. 4 hours time frame. Let's go on 4 hours time frame on DXY. We see DXY melting. It's melting, and this is what we want. You can see the market was just flying. The market was going up. Now the market is just going down, and that is something that we like because the dollar is losing some momentum. So I heard some stuff that there is a chance that they can cut the rates maybe next year, obviously. So that is a good story or some good stuff because that will give other like indices, gold, all these other pairs to actually do what? To gain some momentum. And we still see this as a very nice downtrend. You can see it's actually aggressive to a point where we don't really have a proper structure. But anyways, we can easily see that the market is doing what? It's just going down like that. And that's what we want actually. That's what we want. So yes, the dollar is losing some momentum, which is something good. So we're not going to waste some time there. Whoa, yeah, this thing, yeah. Here we have a mess. I think it's because we were doing the mentorship class. We were doing some mentorship class. That's why you see something like that. So on GBP you can see that the market is actually going or is pushing to the upside. So we might have a structure like this. It's not really matured, but I will just try for now just to force it so that we can have a direction. Already we are on an uptrend. So what we can do here is we can try to identify some support resistance so that we can understand where we're going. So now I can say, yeah, let's draw this area. You can see that. Another one is this. Let's see that area also. So this is what we had before. You can see there. What's really happening? Okay. So this is what we actually had before. So now we're just waiting for the market to show us something. Maybe the market will reach this area, or maybe the market might break up to this point. Remember, this support area is not really that 100% valid. We need 3 touches actually, so to make it to confirm actually, because even if we have 2 touches for now, if maybe the third one is here, it means it's not a breakout. We just need to adjust that trend. So that's what I'm trying to say. So, but for now we have something like this. I'm expecting the market to do it, to continue on an uptrend. Even if we break here, we are still going to continue with that uptrend. Or maybe the market will try to break this resistance. It's also fine. We will continue buying. As long as we are on an uptrend, we're looking forward for buy positions only. We don't really have to confuse ourselves. So that's actually great with us, but the market has been pushing lower for quite some time. And if you still remember, we did smash it when it was bouncing around the support area, when it was pushing up. That was a very, very nice push. So let's push to the next one. I don't really want to make these videos very long, guys, even though at the end of the day we end up getting some very longer videos, but I don't really want them to be very long. So what's really happening on GBPUSD? Yes, after we see the breakout, actually let me remove these things. Oh, it's fine. We'll just continue on this uptrend. You can see that we were on a downtrend. It's fine. Now we are going to the upside, which is it's called uptrend. It's called uptrend. So, but the trend is aggressively pushing to the upside, or aggressively on a bullish momentum. So something like this, I don't think the market will sustain or maintain that uptrend like that. It's gonna be easier for the market to break that. So we're not going to draw anything, but for now we're going to just work with this support resistance until the market gives us something, a nice reversal. Then we're going to have a nice support going further. But what we know is the market is pushing to the upside, so we'll be using this resistance support. I think around this area the market might give us something. So let's try something. Let's try something that might help us. So I'm going to draw a block or a square, something like this. You can see something like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to duplicate that and say, let's duplicate you, something like this. I want to duplicate the array of this. So you see the size is the same. So I'm going to, you know what, place this here on the first block. You can see there it's where the market was giving us something like that. You see that? So I'm going to take the other one. If this size it's making sense, it means we might see another reversal there. So you can see even here we had a sort of resistance there. So this average moves is still the same. You can see from the support and resistance is quite similar. It doesn't really have to be perfect, but you will see that it makes sense. So now we have something like that. We can also do what? Draw our sort of a resistance there and say there is a chance for the market to reverse. Why? Because we saw it here. The market gave us the quite similar average moves. You can see the market gave us let me just use a thicker pencil or pen. I hope you see this. You can see here, you can see here, and also here. These are a nice structures that these moves, or this average moves, they make sense, and there is a reason why this moves there. This, we can see a reversal there. So it means that's how the market moves, and once it reaches that area, mostly it gets exhausted and it breathes for a while, then it pushes up. So that's what I'm expecting to see, that reversal. This method, you can also use it to know where you're supposed to take your profits. So something like this works very nice, but it's not going to be as perfect every day. Sometimes the market can move few inches, and yeah, but at the end of the day, you can see that, no, that was an average. So let me just do something like this. So that's what we see now. You see that the market is going to reverse there. So once the market pushes up, we know what to do. We're going to take those buys around these areas. Then we can continue buying. Or if maybe the market breaks this area, we can still continue buying. Simple as that. Until we get that support, for now, we're going to just work like that. Simple as that. So we are still on that uptrend. We are still uptrending. So what's really happening on Euro USD? Quite similar stuff. We're doing some classes. So don't be surprised when you see so many lines there. It's fine. So what's really happening? The market, since we saw some breakouts, we see that the market is still pushing to the upside. Even though we don't really have proper structures, but we can easily see that. Let me just clear this. It's a mess. It's a mess. Yeah. Sometimes you see so many things, you end up seeing stuff. You see unnecessary opportunities which you end up losing. So for now, we have something like this. Yes, we know we're on a downtrend. Since you broke out of that, it means we're going to look for a buy like that. So for now, I'll just draw something like that. Even though it's not really 100% valid, I will just use that for now, just to understand that we are on an uptrend. So what we can see here, or we can say here, is the market is creating this smaller supports, smaller resistance, so that we can work with that, right? So now it seems like the market is trying to push the upside as we broken out of that resistance. I thought maybe the market was going to continue pushing up. It seems like now it's trying to reverse, but we will wait and see, because I think we had an order. So we'll see if maybe the market will reverse going back here, or maybe it will just continue pushing up. But the overall structure here is, yes, we are on an uptrend. I'm expecting the market to do what? To continue pushing to the upside. Yes, whatever that happens here, the market might reverse and stuff like that, but just know that we are still buying. Just because we see a smaller reversal, it doesn't mean that we are now thinking about selling. As long as the market is not really breaking any support, even though the support is not really that clear, but we're just waiting for that reversal. For now, we're just going to wait and see if maybe we get something. Yes, the market can still continue pushing to the upside. It's still very early for now to say maybe the market it will reverse. So we can also mark that area and see what's really happening there. We already had something like this here, so we'll just wait and see. So this trend is still very fresh and aggressive, so sometimes the structure might confuse some of people who don't really understand trends. Please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. We are on gold. What's really happening on gold? If you still remember, we had a very nice breakout. The market broke out here. We had some buys around this area. That was very great. We did make some profits. We also had another buy. I no longer remember if it's here or here, but we had so many consolidation. But if people, they did hold that, obviously they smashed that, but I don't think enough people did hold that. So anyways, let's see what's really happening. I'm expecting a nice reversal. Gold is still flying actually, but I'm still expecting to see maybe some small reversal before we jump on that. All these markets, guys, are now flying. Why? Because the dollar, or USD, it's losing some momentum, and that is actually good. That is good. It's not like maybe it's suffering. It's things are starting to get to be affordable, and everything's fine now. So when inflation is going down, it means economies are now going back to normal, and it's good. It's good. So now I'm just waiting for a nice reversal so that we can look for another buy. But on gold, I can't complain. We did smash it a few days ago. So yeah, we are still on bullish, but we're just waiting for a nice reversal. So let's push to the next one, which is US30. Still struggling. I don't know why. So you can see that, yes, we are coming out of that downtrend. Now the market is trying to show us that, you know what, guys, I'm pushing to the upside. But since we had this breakout, this was a proper move. You can see that. But here, just look at this consolidations here. This is not proper. It's not really good. So what we can say here is, yes, the market is still actually trying to push the upside, but we need to be extra careful, because the market can just touch your order and start to create ranging structures like that. But what I know is, even though I don't know where it will happen, but with this type of a push, this is a very nice push to the upside. Even here, even though the market is going up with these ranging structures, I can see that we never had a proper reversal. That will happen. That is going to happen. I don't know where, but the market might give us a nice reversal before we push the upside. Yes, we might still push the upside, but reversal is needed. The market is overbought. Not saying that it's on a downtrend, but it's overbought, but we're still going to continue pushing to the upside. I hope you see that. I hope you see that. So anyways, I don't recommend taking any trade. We had a trade. The market did not really move much. You can see there. So I'm just expecting to see maybe a proper breakout or proper reversal before I push the upside. So I will just use this area, this lowest support here, as a chance. If the market pushes lower, maybe that it will be an area where the market will reach before maybe we see the market pushing to the upside. That's what I'm thinking. So let's push to the next one. Let's push to the next one, which is Nasdaq. Nasdaq has been respecting these structures very nice. So what's really happening? You can see that, yes, the market is pushing to the upside. Way too aggressive. Just look, since we reached this area, we never had any sort of crazy reversals. You see, when I'm talking about reversals, I'm talking about reversals like that. You see that? We never had that. So which means, yeah, it's needed somewhere somehow to give the market a push. You can see the market is no longer have that momentum, so we need something. So anyways, we still have our special which ends this Friday, where you can just give yourself some discounts. You can see here our 6 months is 150. You can discount yourself. 12 months 250. You can discount yourself. Lifetime, you can just choose your own discount, what you can afford. For those who don't really understand, mentorship is $250. You can also give yourself some discounts. So this is my QR code. You can also WhatsApp me if you want to learn. Let's say maybe you don't really have time for mentorship. We also have Patreon account. Check on my description. There are videos of mentorship. You can just go there and join. Then you can just learn at your own time. It's like on demand. It's video on demand. Like anytime you want, you can just access that. Quite similar to YouTube. So yeah, let's go back on our thing. Let's go back on Nasdaq and see what's really happening. As I said, the market is on a very strong bullish momentum. What we see here is we just see some sort of consolidation structures, but on this one is quite straightforward. I can say it's much better than what we saw on US30. So what I see here is I'm just expecting maybe the market to break this resistance, or maybe the market to come, or let me just do something like this. This is supposed to show a progress, something like this, so that we can understand what's really happening. So we're done with this support, but if maybe the market decide to push lower, the first thing first is going to be this support area. Then we are going to think about buying once the market is bouncing back there. If not, if the market decides to push lower, it means we're going to consider this support area and say if maybe the market finds this support still valid, we will see the market pushing up. If not, it means we're going to see a nice sell. Or another option is the market can still break this resistance and then we can just continue buying because we are on an uptrend. But what I know is, or what you can check here is, we don't really have a proper support area, which means a reversal is still on the way because the market won't just move like this. So we're still going to have something like that going further, even though we are on an uptrend. Reversal is needed, and I also need that so that the market can have another push, another kick. Once the market have that, mostly the market, once it reaches very closer to the support, it has that kick to push up aggressively. Once it gets tired or exhausted, it will push lower. Then we have another kick pushing to the upside. I hope you see what I'm trying to explain. So anyways, thank you very much, guys. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button. So we're not going on live session, guys. I'm trying to plan other things, but live session is actually costing me a lot because sometimes we go like 1 hour to 2 hours. And you find that there maybe is only 20-40 people attending, which is not really bad. But around that 2 hours, I'm not making much. I'm not actually making much, and it's a loss on my side. So which means I can't sacrifice going live. Or to be honest, again, is YouTube actually can pay me maybe 50 rands. Maybe, I don't know with the dollars, maybe it's $2 or $3 according to the views that I get. And for me to sacrifice 2 hours for $2 or $3, rather I can sacrifice that time doing other trading, whether I'll be trading other things or scalping, maybe volatility, boom crash, and I can make maybe $50 from that. So that's why I don't really want to do that. It's not like I don't really like to go on live sessions. I want that, but it's just costing me a lot, because just imagine if I do that in a 5 days time, or in a row, let's say in 2 weeks. So those 2 hours, I'm just getting $3. I will be making maybe $50 every time. So if you do the math, you'll see that it's not really beneficial on my side. But anyways, we'll see what we can do that, how we can balance that so that we get the right things to do. Or maybe we can get somebody else, maybe some mentors that can go live, and we will see. We don't really have to force things, guys. We don't really have to force. Anyways, thank you very much. This is Xtrahot Forex. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.